I first met our next Minerva through my children. Carolyn, Blashek's son Jordan, get ready to get embarrassed, Catherine, was a senior at the same school where our daughter was a freshman, and he wanted to ask her out. In fact, he wanted to ask her to the prom. He was a senior, she was a freshman. Whew, it scared me. So I wasn't sure what I thought of that, so I asked Catherine to have Jordan's mother call me. That was really humiliating to her, but you'll see why I said yes to that date. During that conversation, Carolyn told me that she herself was a retired lawyer taking time off from her career to raise her children. To me, that alone was impressive, but it wouldn't have put her up here on this stage tonight. What brings her here is because of what she told me happened to her as a result of September 11th. That's when Carolyn stepped out of her own comfort zone, the comfort of her everyday life, put on her Minerva helmet, and went to work. Just take a look at what one determined former housewife can do to change the world.
On September 11th, I realized we were a country at war. On September 12th, I went down to the recruiting offices and said, I'm here. And they took one look and said, ma'am, you're too old. I decided I was going to have to find a way as a civilian to do my part.
At 45 years old, Carolyn Blashek thought long and hard about how to do her part, and then remembered something she used to do for her kids.
When my children were younger and they used to go off to summer camp, I would put together care packages just with things that I knew would remind them of home and just let them know that I was thinking about them. So I thought, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send care packages to the troops. What can say home better than Girl Scout cookies? Gum, beer nuts, energy bars, things that they can just put in their pockets. Mouthwash, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, little stuffed animal, CD, Ultimate Fighting Championship DVD, Constitution of the United States.
As the war escalated, so did Carolyn Blashek's determination to show her gratitude to America's troops. It started by asking friends and neighbors for donations and help. Before long, she turned her home into a staging area, and life for her family was never the same again.
I would come home and pack boxes, my sister would pack boxes. She just sort of started this viral effect.
Oh, it was a huge mess.
Our entire living room was stacked to the top with boxes. Our entire front porch was covered.
And so Operation Gratitude was launched, but soon faced a bureaucratic hurdle. The military requires every package it delivers to have a specific name and address. Carolyn collected hundreds of names from everyone she knew. She was relentless, but she needed more. Her breakthrough came when she uncovered the private email address of a lieutenant general serving in Iraq.
I didn't know who the hell she was. She says, hey, General Hertling, my name's Carolyn Blashek. If you send me the name of all your soldiers, I'll send each one of them a personalized package.
Very quickly got an email back from him and said, I don't think you quite know who I am. And he said, and I've got 37,000 soldiers here, so I don't really think that you want me sending you names.
Immediately a message came back and said, General, I don't think you know who I am. If you send me all those 39,000 names, I'll get you 39,000 packages. And she did.
That audacious move enabled Carolyn to turn Operation Gratitude into the largest civilian care package effort in U.S. history. Today, the military works with her side by side. The National Guard has even given her an armory from which she runs her operation.
I mean, we've been doing 10, 11,000 a day, 3,000 packages in 2 hours.
She has recruited her very own battalion of volunteers and has shipped over 600,000 care packages.
People come here and at the end of the day, but they know they've accomplished something really important.
The military says the impact on troops has been immeasurable.
Every time we had a milk call, all the guys had something to look forward to, so I can't thank you enough for that.
God bless you and thank you again.
Thank you for all the packages y'all been sending, and thanks for all y'all support.
Thank you for all the care packages.
Just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
The war has dragged on for over 9 years, but Carolyn Blashek keeps building, pushing forward, packing more boxes, and enlisting ever more Americans around the country to help write the personal letters that accompany every box.
Hi, brave one. Warm California greetings to you from
Dear
a veteran back
I want
home.
to thank you for having the strength and courage to fight for the freedom of our country.
You make us all proud to be Americans. You are the true heroes.
Carolyn says one serviceman told her the letter became his connection to life back home.
And he said everything in the package was great, but there was a letter from a little girl in Michigan. And it meant so much to me that I folded it up, I put it in my helmet, and that letter goes with me everywhere now. All of us are Americans, and we're proud to be, and we want to do what we can for our country. This is providing a way. It's giving them a way to say thank you to our troops.
Carolyn's efforts to thank those serving overseas has inspired thousands of people here at home, including her own son, Jordan. In his final year at Princeton, with plans to head to medical school, he came home with some unexpected news.
I sat my parents down and basically told them I've come to this decision.
Jordan told them he changed his mind about med school and was joining the Marines. Today, he is in officers training school and is expected to deploy to Afghanistan next year.
Listen, I'm terrified of him going over there, of course, but I was so proud. I mean, why shouldn't my son be serving? He's exactly the kind of people we should all want to be serving our country.
There's a huge amount that I've learned from my mom. Being a Marine officer is all about leadership, and I've gotten to watch her the last 7-8 years lead an organization with thousands of volunteers. Leadership's leadership, and she gets it.
Carolyn realizes that eventually one of those packages she lovingly ships to the troops may end up in the hands of her own son. But she says the message it will carry to him is the same one it carries for everyone serving overseas.
That they come home safe and sound with the knowledge that they have given freedom to millions of people.
Remarkable Carolyn Blashek.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. That was the first time I saw that film too, and I'm ad-libbing here right now, but excuse me for crying, because I'm sure you can all understand why I am. I am truly honored to receive this beautiful award, especially in the company of my sister Minerva's. Many thanks to Maria and everyone connected with the Women's Conference, to Bob Bates and the video team, that was extraordinary, and to Laisha Ward and Target for their caring professionalism and generosity. All of us have dreams, but none of us can achieve them alone. I'm very blessed to have parents, Harriet and Arthur Alcess, here with me today, who not only loved and nurtured me, but ensured that I had what it took to pursue any undertaking. My in-laws, Bob and Barbara Blashek, many relatives who are also here today, have been my cheerleaders and generous supporters since day one. My children, Jenna and Jordan, the very original Operation Gratitude volunteers, inspire me with their own dedication to lives of service. But truly, none of this could have happened without the immense love and patience of my husband, Rob, who, as you saw, I agree. Who, as you saw in the video, allowed his castle to be turned into a warehouse, and who actually has not had a home-cooked meal since this whole thing started. He is truly a saint. The ultimate success of Operation Gratitude, and my deepest thanks, are owed to the devoted volunteers who come from all walks of life, joined together in common cause to put a smile on a service member's face. And that brings me to the real reason I'm standing here. This award rightfully pays tribute to our military heroes, who inspire each of us to a cause greater than ourselves. I accept this Minerva in their honor, and I dedicate it to those who sacrificed all. I ask you to please keep them in your thoughts and prayers as they continue to put themselves in harm's way overseas to defend our freedom, to pursue our dreams here at home. Thank you.